In here, we pour whiskey, 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 whiskey.
You were that creature in the ginger beard.
Sturdy and ginger.
Like vampires, the ginger gene is a curse.
Gingers are beautiful.
You owe me $5 for the whiskey and $75 for the horse.
Gingers? Oh, hell no.
This whiskey is excellent.
Ginger. I like gingers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Neal Brennan.
Hi.
Back on the podcast.
Hey, everybody.
Back,
Third time.
Talking about his phenomenal Netflix special that's out right now on Netflix.
I'm handling it pretty well.
A beautiful cinematic journey through comedy. Probably the prettiest special you've ever shot. I think
That's
visually.
nice of you to say.
I think visually it looks
Nice of you to say.
awesome. When you showed me the idea of what you were going to do before you shot, you showed me what those backgrounds were going to look like. I thought that's really, really cool because most of the specials look the same. I mean, whatever.
People don't like. They think it's too busy, but I don't. I don't think. It's like, why not? I don't just give people something to look at.
Yeah, it's so funny. All the years they always kind of, when you have these great ideas, then the production companies and whoever always kind of steps in and goes, listen, it costs so much to do this, and we just want them to focus on you. And then you start to get suckered into being like, fine,
Yeah.
I guess I'll
Well,
just...
you hear me?
Yeah, it's about me?
You want to focus?
Oh,
on
yeah,
me?
the background's too
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
It's
I don't
about
even.
you,
Yeah.
baby.
Don't even mic the crowd. I'll record myself laughing at my own jokes. Ha 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 ha.
Who did a special, what? To nobody, with no crowd.
A few people.
Oh, yeah. Special to nobody. I want to do a special. I think my next special is going to be to people who hate comedy. Just
like that
loathe
there's
comedy.
Coasters for what, $40 barrel?
56.
$56.
Yeah,
But
Etsy.
there's coasters because I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to bring the value
The
down.
coaster is more. The coaster is more of a. It's a accoutrement. It's also to cover up these holes.
This is me listening.
Yeah, it's to cover up
This
these
is like
holes.
a cop going, "No, speak,"
Yeah.
and I'm getting rid
No,
of it.
it's 2 drinks. I only had 2. No, it's to cover up these little holes. Look at these holes.
Oh, all right, I get
That's
it.
really
Yeah,
what it
no, like I say, most male decorating is defensive.
Yeah.
I just don't want to get made fun
These
of.
are just holes in the wall. That's why all these things are up.
Well, you have a horrible anger issue.
Come on, I didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get deep.
Oh, it's my stock and trade. Let's go. You must say you're familiar with
Since
my work.
I've last put you on the show,
Put me on, thank you.
yeah, well, you're welcome. Our friendship has continued to blossom.
Mm-hmm.
You're in love. And you don't have to talk about it, but I know you want to.
Ooh, it's all I care about.
You
I
are
am
in
in
love.
love, and she's great, and there's funny things. Some things are like women's factory settings that you just kind of can't get rid of.
What?
So
Well,
even the best woman is still like, fuck. Okay.
yeah, they're all programmed a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just like
I don't
us.
even know why I'm bringing that up. But yeah, no. But the thing with us is we'll tell you up front
Yeah.
what the issues are.
Yeah. Well, you can kind of see them on us. We wear them pretty.
You and I do, yeah, because we're brave. Because we're brave men.
Broken, brave.
Yeah, no, like so. I don't even know. She's great, and she's a kid, which I was not interested in, and I never
Had you
wanted
ever
to have
dated
kids.
somebody with a kid?
I have to, and I like it because I like it if a woman has a kid because they have a primary emotional relationship.
They care
they
more
don't
about something
look
else
to
than
you as a conduit for another person. They have that person already, and you can be, as the guy, you can be what we're meant to be. I believe. Ready for what I believe we're meant to be?
Mm-hmm.
An entertaining penis person. I think that's
EPP.
what we are.
You
An
down with EPP? Yeah, you know me.
Yeah, I believe that we are entertaining penis people. We're just funny, and we'll
You have
take
to
them to
be-
eat.
have
We're
to be funny.
entertaining, and then we like to have sex. Would you like to have sex with us? We'd like to have sex with you. Almost no questions
We'd
asked.
like to have sex when you'd like to have sex.
We have to be ready.
Yeah, we are. We're
We're
always
the
ready.
Marines.
Yeah.
We have to be
Have
ready.
to be ready. We always have our warm-ups. Our
Semper
warm-ups on.
Fi. Is that the Marines? It's the one of them.
That's the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
We're
Semper
always
Fi.
ready with our tearaways. We're ready to get in the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're right. We don't need to warm up. We're ready to go.
Ready to go. Did you wear ripaways when you were in high school?
I was never that level where I needed ripaways.
No, but I'm saying like we would also wear them in our daily.
Just on the streets?
Yeah, like I just would wear them because they were Adidas pants, the Adidas track pants.
Yeah.
And I would have the ripaways to let people know I hoop. This is like
At any point.
You do know I hoop.
Yeah.
I do have shorts on under this, and I am going to hoop at any point. Sometimes I'd wear shorts under my jeans. I like to hoop so much.
It
I was
creates
that
some
guy.
clumping.
It was a little clumpy.
Yeah.
A little clumpy.
But it didn't matter.
Not back then. Also, Jinko jeans, man. You could put
You could
two
throw,
pairs of shorts in
a couple. A couple on there. No one even suspected a thing.
No, but the reason I go back to, since we've been friends, I've never known you, and I'm not going to harp on it, but I've never known you to be in love. I've known you to be in relationships, but I think your life dramatically changed in the last, like, maybe 3 or 4 years, spiritually, and relationship-wise, and it's tremendously changed who you are as a person.
I was, of course, talking about ayahuasca endlessly, DMT endlessly.
Yeah.
Google it. But the unsung hero the last year, MDMA.
Oh, this is a new beast.
Yeah, that's the unsung hero.
Do you feel like you've conquered the others a little bit?
Well, they did whatever they needed to do for my brain because MDMA used to not work for me. Literally, I'd take it and nothing would happen because I don't think I had any serotonin.
Everything was gone.
The ayahuasca and DMT reset my brain. If you get a chance, reset your brain, and it's pretty cool as it's happening. Yeah. So so I've done MDMA probably 4 or 5 times in the last year, and that's been the thing that got me pitching to you. Here's what happened. I did it. There was one in particular in August. Because I've done ayahuasca, everything I've done since then is also ayahuasca.
Yeah.
It becomes like a God connection, right? Mushrooms, God connection. I can microdose and be so. If I meditate on a microdose, it's like I'm like not on Earth, right? So MDMA has taken it's the same God connection thing. There was one in August where I did it and was able to forgive all of my many enemies.
All of them from MDMA.
Yeah, in that moment.
MDMA brought a sack of forgiveness for you.
In the 5 hours of MDMA, I was able to forgive my many enemies.
Many enemies.
Not 2 hands ain't going to do it. And and then the next day I was like, why was I able to forgive? Because what I realized is that I never have serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin in my brain. The shit that MDMA just gives you.
Yeah.
I never have it. Then I realized, well, what do I have? I have cortisol and adrenaline constantly. I think you probably have the same thing. Yeah. That was a little quick.
When I crash, it's bad.
Yeah. So I realized that that's what my brain is making, and what I call a personality, sort of sarcastic, kind of caustic personality, is just a bunch of bad chemicals.
Yeah.
That it's like, I make lead sandwiches at this restaurant, and I act like they're good. They're not.
Yeah.
And I was serving them to everyone. Here's a lead sandwich. They're like, hey, thanks. So I started thinking about how to sort of handle my brain, and I started ignoring the negative thoughts. Like, you are not your thoughts. That and Eckhart Tolle. I did the hackiest shit. Eckhart Tolle is just like, observe your brain. You're not your thoughts. You're the thing that observes your thoughts.
Right.
So I've been doing that, and I've just gotten on some, and then that led me to like gratitude and writing. I do a gratitude checklist, and was doing it once a day, and then Rainn Wilson on my podcast pitched, why don't you do it 4 or 5 times a day? I was like, fine. So it takes about 40 seconds, and I just write down the facts of my life. The facts of my life.
Did you write today?
Yeah.
Can you give them or no?
Oh, I mean, the good ones are, it's shit I yell at you all the time. Basically, like, how much better could this be going?
Yeah.
This is a dream come true. It's not only it's your dream come true, it's most people's dream come true.
Yeah.
8 billion people. You get most people's dream. You have a beautiful wife, you have a beautiful house, you have 2 thriving podcasts, you can sell out shows on the road whenever you want. You have a job that you know how to do.
Yeah.
That's incredibly lucrative. What?
One more.
Here's the thing, and all right. So
one more.
what's the
One
street?
more.
Yeah, then I'll buy it. What street did? Oh, it's so Santino used to work on the Queen Mary, right?
That's right.
He was a bartender or waiter or something.
No, I was like the halftime relief. It was the most embarrassing. I would like MC. I had to go out and like
MC on a boat.
on a boat. Yeah, on the
In
dock
Long
ship.
Beach, like an hour away from LA. On a boat. He's MC. So would I yell at Santino?
Free
all the
salami
time?
though. Free salami.
So right there.
I would get free salami and cheese.
And if I'm Santino, as we all know, likes complaining. He likes feeling sorry for himself. Think he's being fucked constantly.
Constantly.
The world is constantly fucking him.
Out to get me.
If the world isn't fucking Santino, it's because it's waiting for the Viagra to kick in so it can fuck him some more.
That's exactly right.
And so when God, a thing I now believe in, if God hears Santino complaining, God's got to be like, wait a minute, is that the kid from the Queen Mary? Didn't we give him the everything package? And he's still fucking complaining?
Yeah.
All right, cancer it is.
But I get, but I get the complaining bug and the down on myself bug. That's just a symptom of my depression overwhelming my thoughts and drowning me with fear. That's all it really is. Like, I'm so blessed and so appreciative and so happy, but it's just I get scared because you're afraid of everything.
But what happens is if you let your brain will do I read it, there was a book called The Shallows about what the internet does to your brain, and there's a line, you are what you do repeatedly. And it's like, I've noticed in myself, if I don't write down the shit I'm grateful for, I'll slip into fucking negativity.
Yeah.
And so it's getting in the way of your own process. And like, your brain wants to do that. It wants to do it.
I'm
it's
getting better at it.
Fiction. Anything negative you say
science fiction
is science fiction. Yeah. You don't have problems.
Well,
I mean, you have a problem, which we won't talk about, but you sound off in the comments. But
no, we all have problems. It's just our scale of the problems is relative.
Like actual problems. We talked about it. It's like you saw that Netflix World War II thing where the Russians were eating their own horses for food. That's a problem.
Depends on how you marinate it. But yes, it is. No, you're right. But I do think at every level you're going to encounter pain and suffering.
Right.
It's all subjective.
You're way better off remembering the scale.
No, I agree. Look, I'm getting better at it. When we talk, I get better at it as time has gone on. I say all the time, my mother used to make us, if she saw somebody who was handicapped in public, she would always like grab my arm real aggressively. And
Doesn't sound like a Midwestern mom. Go ahead.
And she would say, do you see that woman over there or that person over there across the street? And I'd say, yeah. And she said, you have to count your blessings that whatever it is, if it was someone who was in a wheelchair or disabled. And she'd always say, I don't want you to complain and remember that you're blessed, that you don't have to deal with life with that kind of handicap where everything you do, you take for granted. She can't get into, it takes her twice as long to get in a car and da-da-da. And she would point that out all the time when we were kids.
And you were like, yeah, but she gets the good space.
Yeah, she gets a first parking spot. And also they treat her better.
You don't think I want handles on my steering wheel?
That I can do with my foot?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. No, but I am more grateful.
If you're not, the thing I write is like, if I'm not grateful for this, I'm the asshole.
Yeah.
It's not the thing.
No.
It's me.
I am grateful. The biggest, the fear or the negativity that I have is always the idea that I will never be able to do this again. And that's just all it is. I just need to get over it.
How many episodes of this podcast have you done?
I think we're on 20, 26. How many episodes?
Right.
Yeah.
And how many have you and Bobby done? What are you
4 years.
afraid you're not going to be able to do?
No, I don't know. It's definitely not a legitimate fear, but I do have a fear that like one day they won't want you around, or one day it's
They won't.
yeah, I know.
And then what are you just going to like? "Urgh."
No, I'm just gonna go. Knew it. That's my problem.
I told you.
I told me
self,
so.
Look in the mirror. You wouldn't listen.
I'm getting
Brennan
over
tried to make us optimistic, and yeah, and even then,
But it's
like,
a symptom of this business, right? This business is like you're
I
lucky
don't
to
think
be
it's
here.
the business's
You're
fault.
lucky to
I
be
don't.
here.
I think
You're
we'd
lucky
be
to
like
be
this
here.
forever.
We get denied. No, I know, but I mean, you're lucky to be here is kind of the phrase for so long. Then you get denied a lot, and that's fine. And then you learn to deal with it. And then when it does kind of come to fruition, it is sometimes overwhelming. You do get a little scared. You're like, wow, do I deserve this? Because I have a guilt complex. I was like, oh, do I even deserve this? And then also, fuck, how long?
But the other half is like,
how long are they gonna
I
let me-
deserve that.
No, I don't feel. I've never. I wish I felt that way.
Well, but
I always
why
feel
aren't
like
you? Why are you mad all the time? Why are you mad? It's if you're mad.
I'm not mad all the time.
Right, but I'm saying if a lot of it was why are they getting that and I'm not. And then
Not in the more recent years. I don't. When
got
I
it.
was younger, yeah, I felt more bad about that stuff, about being like, man, how come I can't? How come I don't? Now my fear, or whatever you want to say, anger or whatever, comes from my lack of self-confidence, where I get in a hole where I'm like, you're not doing good enough. It's not good enough, and they're definitely not going to want you around because this isn't good enough. And when it goes away, it's all going to be your fault anyway, because you didn't work hard enough, or this wasn't good enough, or you didn't put in the extra XYZ, or I just like, I don't know. I feel like it's like a blame game
well, that's
thing.
okay. Well, then the question is,
I need to do Molly.
what's the right ending for this shit? Because you golf with a lot of people that are probably on the back nine of their career, as it were.
Good joke. I like
thanks. Not even a joke. It's more of a metaphor.
Pick it up. Pick that up. That's what we say. In
which
golf when
one?
it's close. Pick it up.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Tap in. Take it away.
I was a caddy for
We
6
we
years,
say
so I
take it
got
away if it's really
I
close.
got it.
Take it
I
away.
gotta take it away.
By the way, I to transition, I golfed with I was golf with Ray Allen the other day. What a phenomenal dude. What a like an interesting.
I watched his JJ Redick.
He's like
interview.
such a deep. I don't know. He was just not that I didn't think he would be. I just it's early in the morning. I just assumed we would just be not talking to each other. I assumed he wouldn't talk to me.
Yeah.
He doesn't know me, and
Yeah.
but man, he fucking right off the jump, he was ready to just chat about everything under the sun, and I was like, man, he has like athlete mind. He talks to you like, he has a wealth of like experiences.
Yeah.
So he speaks to you like, do you know this kind of stuff? And you're like, absolutely not.
What kind of stuff? Like sports stuff?
A lot of it was about the military. He's an Air
Yeah.
Force kid. So a lot of it was about like doing those USO tours. And the relative thing of comedy USO tour thing. That's how this whole thing started.
That's how you got in.
And then he got deep into like, just the respect for military, and he was talking about scenarios that he ran into. But he was just full bore going into it, and it was fascinating. Although also there was a piece of me, I'm like, it is 7:30.
Yeah, like maybe like on the 11th or 12th hole, we'll start talking about this shit.
Dude.
Let me just kind of find it.
Can we
and,
just chat about like you like my shoes or
Yeah.
something? Can we do that kind
I
of
can
talk?
ask you a Michael Jordan story.
Yeah.
You
He did
run-
say that. He goes, "You grew up in Chicago?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "It was crazy for you as a kid growing up." He's like, what do you think that felt like for me playing with him? I was like, I mean, I can't even. He's like, "Who would that be for you to perform with?"
Neal Brennan. And he was like, who?
I said, "Neal Brennan."
Uh-huh.
I said, "Neal Brennan."
Uh-huh. And he said, huh.
And he goes,
and he was like, you know what? Let's talk on the back.
"Yeah."
Let's warm up a
He goes,
little
"Those are
bit."
good shoes," and then walked away.
Great. He
No,
was
but the
on
guys I
Jordan. He
golf
was
with are on
Brad
the
Jordan.
back nine of their
Yeah,
career. you're
and
saying.
like, what's the best?
Case scenario.
Yeah, because we've talked about this offline about who's does it right on the over 50, over 55, over 60, over.
Romano.
He doesn't do the road.
No, doesn't have to.
Yeah.
But if he wants to, he can. But he's spoken to me about stand-up. Like, he still loves it.
He's one of the best ever.
Yeah, but I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. That's best case scenario.
Yeah.
I'm never going to be that. But
But
like,
what the only difference is,
$250 million.
right,
Yeah.
but without getting too specific, he has an amount of money that he'll probably never spend. You might have an amount of money that you'll never spend.
no, dude.
Not
he's my money manager, and
250.
it's getting bad.
In here, we pour whiskey, whiskey.
Hey, Whiskey Ginger fans, here to tell you about VIATOR. VIATOR is a tool you can use to plan and book travel experiences all around the world. The VIATOR app and website makes it easy to explore 300,000 plus travel experiences so you can discover what's out there no matter where you're traveling or what you're interested in. Very nice gift from my old friend Bobby Lee. Gave me a VIATOR experience, bought that for me when I was on vacation with some loved ones, and man, that was so sweet and so nice. They have so many different things that you can get into, so many different travel adventures. While you're gone and overseas, it is tough sometimes to figure out what are we doing instead of just taking a pamphlet from the airport. VIATOR is legit. Real traveler reviews on their site. You can see exactly what people did. There's free cancellation, helps you plan for the unexpected, which happens all the time. Plus, VIATOR offers 24/7 customer service, so you know you'll get support any hour if things aren't going as planned. If you are traveling and you're looking for something fun to do that is a little bit different from everything that everybody else is doing, you must try VIATOR. Download the VIATOR app now and use the code VIATOR10 for 10% off your first booking in the app. Find the perfect travel experiences for you. Do more with VIATOR. This episode of Whiskey Ginger is brought to you by Rabbit Hole Distillery and their one-of-a-kind Kentucky bourbon and rye whiskeys. I've been talking about this sauce for quite a long time. If you are a bourbon fan, if you like the brown sauce, you're going to love this. Behind Rabbit Hole is a gentleman named Kaveh Zamanian. This cat is the fastest to ever get inducted into Kentucky Bourbon Hall of Fame. Pretty cool. He set out after a successful career to make some of the best sauce, craft some beautiful spirits, and that he did. If you're looking for something truly original and unique and actually small batch, Rabbit Hole is that. For the price point, I've said this, it's incredible. It's so good for what you're getting, for the money you're paying. You're not getting overcharged for stuff that it's definitely not worth it because they, slap a bunch of nonsense on the bottle and lie to you about where the barrels are coming from and who they're pulled from. They're pulling from under 15 barrels at a time, which is very small batch. And it's delicious. I'm sip-sapping on this Derringer. I've been sip-sapping on this for a while. This is finished in PX Sherry Cask, Pedro Jimenez Cask, but they have 4 different expressions. They got the Cave Hill, the High Gold, the Boxer Grail, and this sauce, which is so good. You must try it. Okay, they got 4 different expressions. This is what I'm been drinking. You tell me what you like in the comments below. Go to rabbitholedistillery.com/buy now. Use the promo code RABBIT for $5 off your first order. Please drink responsibly.
Ginger. I like gingers.
No, I don't know what the you know what my dream though, I'm happy where we are and I'm happy with life right now. I'm super blessed and I know that. My ultimate down the road goal would just be to do this until I genuinely want to quit. That's all. I just want to be able to continue to do it until I reach an age where I'm like, I think I'm okay. I think I'm gonna say goodnight.
Does Ray want to quit?
No, but I mean, he hasn't really said.
Yeah.
He doesn't really say that. You know what I mean? I've also never pried. I'm not that close to say like, you gonna quit? But no. I just want to be able to do it until I go. Okay, I think I can go away.
What do you think the achievements are? That would make you be like...
see, that's interesting. That I don't give a fuck about. I don't want anything.
So it's just a
accolades
feeling
mean
in
literally
you.
nothing.
Or achievements. I didn't say accolades. I didn't say awards.
There is no nothing. I just want to be able to keep doing it until I can die. Until I'm like ready to die. I want to reach an age when I'm like, this no longer is servicing me or those around me or the community is not interested in me anymore, and I can tip the hat and walk away. And that's it. That's all I really want. That which you're like, that's achievable. You're like, yeah, maybe. I hope so.
Well, it's an emotional thing.
Yeah.
It's like them. It's a lot of them.
Yeah, they get to decide.
Yeah, which don't do it like that.
No, I mean,
maybe put it up to you. I guess
I will a little bit, but also you're going to put out as much art or whatever you're going to create.
Art is the right word.
Well, no.
Go ahead.
It's not always art. No, but you're going to put out as much of that as you can until people don't need it anymore. That's a natural evolution of the world.
Yeah, but I don't think it's contingent on people.
You don't think it's contingent on the fans and the audience?
It's less so, and maybe it's the MDMA talking, but like, it's not. I'm not so bent on them, and I'm more concerned about like, do I like it? Do I like doing it? Am I getting something out of it? And it's not. You probably have more money than me. Like, it's just a matter of.
I definitely do not.
I think you do, based on conversation we've had.
I don't. That's insane.
I think you do.
No.
Write it down.
That's nuts.
So the it's less about I can't keep leaving it up to other people. It's just makes you feel powerless. It makes you feel like you're living in an alcoholic home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, but also that's
But you're winning this time.
this time. Yeah. This time around no one's in prison.
Yeah. Yeah.
And no one gets to not show up.
Yeah.
I get to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know why I'm never late to a meeting?
Yeah,
because my father was never there.
Yeah, that's right.
By the way, I would love to do that in the middle of a meeting, of say to people I'm going to be there, but then call continuously as the hours go by of why I have excuses of why I can't be there.
And they put you on speaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, you're not going to believe this. I ran out of gas on the
yeah.
highway.
Yeah.
The excuses I used to get as a kid were very funny for when, if that like typical when a parent says they're going to show up and they don't show up and like the kid's sitting on the steps waiting for their dad or whatever. It's
That
like,
would be a funny
I literally lived that.
acting award show.
Yeah.
The alcoholic excuses.
the excuses. and the
just
best
like- and the
excuse he
best
goes
is-
to.
Why he missed his flight. Terrorism. Why was it on the news? Because they're keeping it top secret, buddy.
Sometimes it was so big that it was almost like, you know how Trump will say things and you go, I know that's not true, but I don't even know how I can disprove that.
Yeah.
That's like the alcoholics excuses
Yes.
or the drug addicts excuses where they're like, oh, dude, my car got stolen.
Yeah.
You're like, that's such a huge event.
Yeah.
Are you lying about that?
Yeah.
That's not like,
Where's the police report?
Yeah.
I couldn't.
I think the
cops are in on it, I think.
couldn't do it. I bet you they did it.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, a car stolen is so big? Yeah, and your brain goes, I guess this can't be a lie. It's insanely big.
It's so crazy. I don't want to think half of me can lie like this.
Yeah, right,
That
right.
is capable of
It's
writing
so
this
big.
level of lie.
The excuses are very good.
Yeah. Now,
By the way, hold on. I got a comment.
go ahead.
You're going no laces anymore?
Yeah,
You just said fuck laces?
I got Amazon. Have you ever been on Amazon? They
website.
You just get
Yeah.
you get they got
But is this all your shoes now?
I only got one tie, two ties.
1-2 ties.
I need to get more. I just wear the same shoe every day.
But this will be a standard for you now.
It looks like it's heading that way.
Because this is like some old man shit that I do like. I do like the comfort. Like I haven't tied my shoes in. I tie my shoes once when I buy them, and then I never tie them again. These slip on
You
and
just
off.
see what yeah.
I've never tied. I don't tie. I tie one
Although
time.
I don't like pushing the back down. I think it's sloppy.
Oh, you're talking about folding it into
Yeah.
the shoe? Yeah.
It's like some little kid shit.
I get it.
I don't like it. I don't like shoes that are built for that. No. What are we doing?
like the Skechers that do that or whatever.
Yeah.
They fold in the back. Yeah.
Are we wearing shoes or are we wearing like those
Slides, covered
Middle
slides.
Eastern
Yeah.
fucking
Oh, yeah.
what
are those called?
Things?
Yeah.
I don't know. Slippers probably.
Slippers, yeah.
Yeah.
You're wearing shoes, not slippers. I understand.
Yes.
But this is some old man shit that I've started. I like there's little old man shit that I'm doing that I see myself doing for convenience and or comfort where I know it's like it's an old man move, but you start to get it as you get older. You go, right, I understand why my dad was a creature of habit of things. Like my dad loves Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Like to a degree that's comical. We buy him $100 gift card to Olive Garden for any event. Like Father's
My girlfriend
Day.
said she knew I wasn't an asshole because I met her in Thailand, and when I was staying at a very nice hotel and wouldn't let them do my laundry, I went on Google, found a laundromat. She's like, it was like someone's back house. I was like, yeah, I'm not paying $4 to get a shirt cleaned. I'm going to hit the streets. I'm getting a bag like fucking white Santa Claus. I'm
From a
walking
really
around.
nice hotel.
Yeah, the most expensive hotel in the city. And I'm like, but
You're
I'm
still-
not
you're not gonna
spending
put your laundry
no,
down.
No,
That seems a little silly.
no.
But what
I'm
is it?
Never.
Is it the money thing or
yeah,
just like
yeah, it's
pride?
such a blatant ripoff.
Right.
It's an insult that you think I think anything you're going to do to this shirt is worth $4
Per shirt.
per shirt.
Right.
That's the thing. You have to itemize it like you're fucking going to prison. You have to itemize each.
You'll
each
get these when you get
underwear.
out.
Yeah, like two underwears.
Do you ever eat the snack bar food?
Never.
Me neither.
I would rather. I'm not drinking the water. I've called down and said, this water that's on the counter.
Is it free?
What are we talking about?
Yeah, I know.
I'm remembering another story. There was a it's name droppy. Sorry, everybody. Now percent of the comments. Sorry. Yep. Brought up Dave Chappelle. Yep, I get it. There was a clothing line. Paul Smith was having a dinner honoring John Legend. It's just like he'd spent a bunch of money there.
Yeah, rich guys
Yeah,
doing rich guy
shit.
shit.
And the thing was, in order to you get invited, I was invited, and you get outfitted with a suit.
Great.
And I literally emailed the lady. I go, "Am I gonna have to pay for this suit? Because I'm not coming to the party
Nah, I don't want the suit.
if
like
I
that.
have to pay for the suit." And she was like, "No, I assure you that the suit is free." But I still am a little suspicious 4 years later.
You are still paying for it somehow.
They're gonna
charging
get
your
me.
credit card.
They're gonna come. They'll get a charge. It was a long table. It was at a long table, probably like 20 people on each side, and John Legend and Chrissy Teigen were like in the at the center of the table, and I was as far away from them as they could possibly be, to the point where I said to Kevin Hart was there, and I said, "Kev, I got these tickets on StubHub because they were obstructed view.
Third-party resale. Yeah, there's a pole in
Yeah,
front of you.
there was obstructed view. I brought my own beers.
I'm good. No, thank you guys.
No, we're very close friends.
That is a weird get invited to something, have to pay for something, because you're like, I don't.
I mean, it's a destination wedding, basically.
Yeah, why? I don't need to do this.
Yeah.
You don't want me. Do you want me here?
Well, it's also like, how important do you think you are to me?
Right. That I have to pay for a suit.
That I have to fly to get into your emotional life? You're so confident in your fucking faulty ass emotions that you think I'm gonna fly to the Dominican Republic.
That's why we didn't invite anybody. I didn't invite anybody to our wedding. It was family
And
only.
also, they weren't gonna show up. Dad jokes.
I just knew. I thought, why invite everyone to this thing?
Why get someone? Why?
We'll throw a party.
I'm barely
going
going to keep this I don't know if I can keep this emotional promise. Statistically, most people can't.
Yeah.
But
come.
Come.
Please.
Yeah. So
We threw a party. Just throwing a party seems like the move. I just think, in the same way that people look at college as such a waste of money these days, where some people are like, it's daunting. Why would I even do it? And I'm like, I agree. I feel the same way about big weddings. I'm always like, save that fucking money. That's a waste. Don't do that.
what would you do instead of college?
What would I have done instead of going to college?
Yeah, if you were. I mean,
well,
we got
in a
into
personal thing. I
stupid
would have
jobs,
started this
Yeah.
earlier. But I mean, like for young people, if I was like communicating to like his generation, I would say
Chemo Theo,
Chemo Theo. Yeah,
Chemo Vaughn.
that's so good.
Chemo Vaughn is the best one.
Well, he has treatment today, don't you, buddy?
Yep. Don't you? Right?
I would encourage
We're
them.
gonna cut our hair too.
So stupid he is. Actually, he's kind of feeling
As
it.
a show of support.
I would tell him, find it. Like my buddy's son is 20 years old, 21. And I said, what have you started to feel like you really enjoy? That you're like, I really like this thing. You know, beyond your hobbies, something that you're like in the workforce world. And either go learn that from the bottom level up, or go to school for that. Just that, whatever that is. That's what I would do. Instead of going to college in this broad, like lost out at sea, hoping that something comes by. That's what I did, stupidly, when I should have just fast-tracked it and started to do the thing I already knew I liked.
What did you major in?
Journalism,
At what school?
Harvard of the West, Arizona State University.
I always forget, and then it comes crashing down on me.
God bless America. It was just a stepping stone to get to California. I really wanted to get to Southern California. I had no idea how to do it.
Yeah, but I think some jobs they probably won't hire you without some sort of verification. Or
Yeah, but I
something.
think that's getting less and less. And also, how can they verify that?
Oh, I mean,
Unless it's
now,
at a high
yeah.
level, like an attorney or a doctor, which is clear they need to know where you went. There's no fucking way anybody knows that he did or did not go to college to get a degree in something. They would. There's this,
Well, yeah, they're not gonna. I mean, if it's a good enough job, they'll probably call.
maybe.
I mean, I'm with you. It's a roll of the dice, though.
It is.
'Cause
I
if
know,
they-
but it's a
if
good
they
roll.
do,
But that it work. I feel like it works out. The irony is, you end up getting a job that's probably not directly related to your degree anyway, and they just shoehorn that of being like, yeah, I guess you can use some of that skill set for this anyway.
yeah.
So it's just like a comfort blanket that you
Yeah.
had a. It's fucking bullshit.
People like
It's a
knowing that
$300,000
you're
comfort blanket.
engaged in the same bullshit they are.
Right. It makes them feel better about it. It's like, oh, you got ripped off.
Yeah, yeah,
So did I.
yeah.
Yeah, we both got fucked
good.
over.
So we're both fucked in the same way. Fantastic. Can you start on Monday?
That is a very comforting thing, knowing that everyone. But that is what I think. That's a cultural thing for places like. The reason New Yorkers get on so well, better than L.A. people, is because they have to share in the same kind
Yeah.
of bullshit. They don't. You're the guy who makes $50 million a year and a guy that makes $50,000 a year. They still have to live amongst
They're
one
both
another.
on the train. I mean, they used to be. Now they got pushed into.
No,
the
they got
tracks.
stabbed. Yeah.
But they used.
But they have to live amongst each other when they're waiting in line for restaurants for food.
Yeah.
They still have to.
That's the value of New York.
And here you never have to see anybody. If you don't want to, like I've talked about him because I always liked him. I don't know Tosh, but like I know he lives here. He never performs here, and he lives probably the most free, alone life doing his own thing. It's like it's heaven for him. You never have
He
to.
likes. Yeah, he lives in Malibu.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Surfs,
Perfect.
and then
You could never do that in New York. They're going to see you.
Oh,
Someone's-
in the city? No.
yeah, no, it's impossible.
Yeah. Yes.
But it's like you have to be a part of it.
Yep. He's never doing podcasts. He's
Fuck
not
that.
doing any of
Well,
it.
he does his own podcast now.
Yes.
Have you reached out?
To do it or do
No,
him
for
on
him to
mine?
do yours.
No, because he specifically says like why he's doing it this way.
Yeah, because he's getting on like Friends and
He's just getting people he wants to talk to. He's like, I don't want to talk about the road. He doesn't want to do a podcast.
yeah,
Classically done podcast
yeah. He
in
didn't wanna-
any form. So like,
but he is
the
doing a
thing with
podcast.
Tasha is like, that guy's a fucking incredible comedian,
Mm-hmm.
and you forget about him, like because he's not around. But like that guy's really good.
Yeah, when he was pumping out specials, he was top tier shit.
Yeah.
It was almost like he was better than the Machine. So he was like, I'll just walk away for a little while, and then when I feel like coming back, I
Well,
can come back.
it's funny because you bring up Romano, I think there are certain people that reach some sort of goal,
Yeah.
and then they go like, oh, all right. I thought this was going to be something else. Like
party's not
have
that
you
fun.
seen Drew Carey recently?
Yeah. Nope.
Guy used to do spots every night,
I know.
and then he did from what I've heard. Well, I won't say what, but and now he just does the Price is Right.
Yeah.
That's probably 4 days a month or something,
I don't even
and
know how much.
6 days a month, and then the rest of
Chilled.
the time he's enjoying his life. And he's not in the race. He's not in the. He's got that guy. Why aren't I getting that?
No, it's
the
over.
stupid Santino shit, as it's known. He doesn't do the Santino voiceover, but I'm interested in that. I'm interested in that, and it's like, and then what? And you just go, no, I'll just do it. And just Tasha's like, no, I just like surfing, and then like, yeah, I'll think of jokes, then I'll go and I'll sell out 4,000 seaters, and I'll quietly. Like, we have to be engaged
I do. Yeah.
in what?
I have to be engaged with the audience because I've created my audience.
No.
came from
Oh, I'm
this.
not saying yes, but I'm saying do we have to be engaged like the industry hobnobbing, so to speak? Not even hobnobbing, just like I'm here.
To a degree.
I'm in the same bullshit you're in.
Well, you don't have to. I mean, you're gone. You're good. You're
Where
already
am I
in.
going?
Well, I'm saying you're already done. You're good. Like, I don't think you have to at all if you don't want to.
I don't?
I don't think so. No. I think like I still have to go to a couple dinners. I
For
don't-
what?
Just to remind them that you're here a little bit. That you're like, I'm available if you
I
do.
don't have to remind them because they don't care. They don't care. They don't want me for a sitcom. They don't want me like. So is that why you're doing it?
I do it just because I think that I still want to work in television and film. So I'm like, still want to be a little bit around. Where I'm like, hey, I do want to do that, and I am trying to make up my own stuff. But if that, in 10 years, if that doesn't yield anything,
I'm a young person. What is a film? I've never heard of this. What is this?
Dune 2. Did you see Dune 2, young person?
No, I watch the Zendaya. I just watch her Instagrams.
Oh, that's a film.
What is?
Zendaya's Instagram. That's a film.
Right. So why would I pay Dune? I have to sit there for 3 hours, and people are
Well,
wearing
we're gonna cut it up and we're gonna put it on
nose
TikTok.
IVs.
Yeah.
What do I have to do?
We're gonna put the movie on TikTok.
Right. No, but like what you're like, I want to be in a movie. This is another thing I argue with Santino about, which is he has dreams from the 90s.
Yeah.
And he wants to be in TV shows and movies, to which I say, here's what I was thinking yesterday about you. Just nothing is more impressive than this and Bad Friends. You guys just set up a channel with no one watched it.
Yeah.
And then you just put content on and everything gets a million hits from nothing. It's so much more impressive than a writer wrote a thing and then they turned it in. The studio said how it should be, and then I came in and then I said I'll play this, and it's like that's fucking nonsense.
But I still like the antiquated dream. I still like it for some reason. I'm holding on to the idea that it would be cool to continue to make film and television. I don't know why. I like it. I like the idea of it because when I was a kid, I loved it so much.
In here, we pour whiskey.
This episode of Whiskey Ginger is brought to you by BetterHelp. I've spoken about BetterHelp for so long, and I'm so proud to still be linked up with a company like BetterHelp who helps people get through whatever it is they're getting through, okay? We all got stuff going on. And, as busy as we are, there is always a little bit of time in the day that we should be focusing on ourselves. If you have an extra hour during the day, you go for a run or take a nap, read a book, do something, constructive. And I got to tell you, if you have a little bit of time during the day, why not spend it on your heart and your head? Investigate yourself. Find out how you can help yourself be a little bit healthier internally. You work on your body when you go for a run and you work out and you try to eat right, but the brain and the heart and soul need a little bit of tender loving as well, and that's why I think BetterHelp is incredible. I love therapy. I do think it's so monumental in my life. Speaking to someone about what's going on is great, and you can't always do it to your mom or your dad or your friend or your husband or wife. Sometimes you need a third party. And if you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely done online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Fill out a brief questionnaire. There's no wrong answers. You're going to get matched with a licensed therapist. You can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Come on. Learn to make time for what makes you happy with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/whiskey today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com/whiskey. Hey, here to tell you about PrizePicks. PrizePicks is America's #1 fantasy sports app with more than 3 million members. It's the easiest and most exciting way to get in on the action. While you watch your favorite sports and players, you just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats and watch the winnings roll in. It's basketball season right now. It's also baseball season and golf. I am loving it so very much. Do yourself a favor and pick 2 players and do your thing. Say Steph Curry drops more than 25 points and the Joker gets more than 10 boards, something like that. Win yourself some coinage, my friend. Get in on the playoff action. Win up to 100 times your money on PrizePicks as you and the world's best players take the game to a new level during basketball's postseason, baby. Playoffs beginning on April 20th. Get in on all of this action. You can now win up to 100 times your money on PrizePicks with as little as 4 correct picks. You can turn $10 into $1,000 with basketball, hockey. It's so incredible. Get those entries in on PrizePicks, America's #1 fantasy sports app. So while you're just sitting around watching sports go by, why not play a little bit, have a little bit of fun? You're already out there checking it all out, so why not involve yourself and play responsibly and have fun? Download the app today. Use the code WHISKEY for a first deposit match up to $100. Pretty good. Download that app today. Use the code WHISKEY for a first deposit match up to $100. PrizePicks. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy.
Ginger. I like gingers.
We just sold a show. I mean, I want to do it. I want to make things, and hopefully they catch a little bit of social fire. I think there's some validity to it.
You're the guy from Bad Friends?
I am, yeah.
What are you going to be on that could get 4,000 people to come? Tell me about this TV show.
No, it's not scale, but it's not scale to me. I like. I always had a crush on like.
But
culturally.
culturally energetics,
Yeah.
you're on Bad Friends.
No, I know, but like, look, I still like what Zach
I
made.
get that Bobby's a nightmare.
Yeah, it's a fucking worst.
I get that.
What Zach
We all
made with
know that.
Baskets is what I kind of want. I want to do a fun, quirky, weird, off-kiltered show. Just,
Baskets.
I love Baskets.
But like what?
It doesn't matter the number of people that watch it, the success rate. I just want to be able to make something cool like that. That's the lame art part of it, where it's like I want to make a fucking fun, weird, off-kiltered thing that
Okay.
I like that.
Okay. Here's my question for that, because it's a thing I've been thinking about. And
Yeah.
then what does that mean about you? That's not true now.
That I'm just trying to continue to expand.
But what?
Making
Okay,
stuff.
you make a show like Baskets.
Yeah.
He said that. I said it with a straight face. What does that say about you? That you're as artistic as Zach Galifianakis?
No, I don't need any. I just want to have the ability to try to make fun stuff that I love, like that, because I love that kind of shit. So I want to make that kind of
You
shit.
can make Bad Friends. You don't have to think about it.
Yeah, but
if
it's
you're
two different
if
things.
you're
Those are two
hearing
different
this,
things.
my eyes are literally rolling into the back of my head. You can make Bad Friends.
Yeah.
It's effortless. It's hilarious. It's so much fun for the viewer. Why call 80 people
To get one thing
to
small
get
done, yeah.
to then go, I'm as good as Baskets?
I don't. That's your stop.
I mean, but I mean that.
because I want to make something that's uniquely mine as well. Another version of it. I'll give you the best example. I'm a professional golfer on the PGA Tour. I win tournaments.
Right.
I win lots of them. I still want to play in the Ryder Cup because every couple of years you get to play USA versus Europe, and they fist fight for these positions.
So you can see, so guys can wear earplugs and go.
But it's so oddly important because you're like, yeah, it's a cool moment that separates myself from the thing I usually do.
I guess I'm saying Bad Friends is Ryder Cup.
No, Bad Friends
is
Bad
the
Friends
U.S. Open.
Bad Friends is the Masters,
Okay, fine.
and I want to compete in the Ryder Cup. Let me have my Ryder Cup.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, why?
Well, then I guess we should. I wrote you a role. I guess we're gonna take that out.
Wait,
Yeah, now he backpedals. Look at the backpedaling.
wait, fifth lead. Wait. I can ask you follow-up questions about your plot. If you mean this, that would mean
I
the
just
world
want you to
me.
walk in the room eating chips and go, the keys have been there the whole time, and then walk in the other room. That's what I want.
Yeah, and then I'll feel. And again, the old dream would say, like, that's something.
Yeah, it is cool.
That's really cool.
I know.
Look,
I
are
just
you
wanna...
the chips guy? Are you chips? People driving by chips.
Chips. What
Yeah.
up, Chips?
Yeah, and maybe I would say when it comes to TV, I'm like a guy who had kids in high school. Where I'm like, you want to, buddy? I did it.
You already did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my point. You already waded in the water.
Mhm.
You're good. You know what it feels
Right,
like.
and people really respect me for it.
There you go. See,
People really give me credit. That's the thing is they'll figure out a way to. People will come up with a loophole about why.
like you really didn't.
Yeah, people will just go like, "Did you?"
Did you?
Even
do
with
it?
Zach, they just go. The Hangover.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah.
If they say Bad Friends to me my whole life, I'm okay with that. But I still want to make things for me. I think Zach made Baskets just for him. I think Louis made Louis just for him. I think Louis is bigger than Louis. But I think you make those things because that's really what's for me. I believe I want to make this thing because I believe
Yeah,
it's
I
going to be
guess
funny.
it's just I get into like, what does that then mean about you?
What
you
does
know
it
what I
say
mean?
about me?
Yeah. Like, are you a better person? Are you a
No.
If you're a more successful artist, you figured out a way to do a television show or 40 episodes or whatever. What does that then mean about Santino as a person?
That you want to continue to grow and expand your creations. What I want to not have any limits. So I want to keep trying stuff. And if they work, great. If they fail, fuck it. That's fine. So much has failed. Whatever. I mean, I'm better at failure than success. So fine. But the small successes are great.
Yeah.
I'll take all of those. All of them. Also, I need to do MDMA.
All right, that's all.
I mean,
Did
isn't that
you
really
hear how
what
I
this
just
is
went
all-
Dead silence.
It's like 30 minutes
until
of
he
that?
just acknowledged it. Well, no, but I will say it does put things in perspective in terms of like, because I'm like, did I break myself?
No.
But I
A couple
don't.
years ago, I did think you might have.
I had. You were right. But it came back together.
Yeah.
And but I'm not depressed. I'm like, am I depressed? I'm like, I'm not depressed. I just am less interested in getting into a food fight about who's the best, and then everyone dies and is immediately forgotten, or even not even dies, moves,
leaves, goes to Nashville. Yeah, and then you're good.
and then you just are like, well, they're just tending to their audience. Where it's like, no, we're all just tending to our audience.
Totally.
They're doing it
Wherever they want.
they want to do it.
But that's why it's hard when people are like, "Why don't you leave LA?" It's like, I do like it here.
Oh, I know.
That's the hard thing.
It's one of the best climates on earth.
You're like, how can I? Well, it's really nice. There's something that happens when you drive when it's sunny in February, and you're like, I don't know, man. This is fucking. It's hard to beat. It's really hard to beat.
Yep.
Like that's the sunshine tax. And
you want to hear an interesting thing about LA weather?
Huh?
The last 2 years, we've gotten more than 20 inches of rain.
Yeah.
Which is the first time that's ever happened in recorded history of LA.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
And it's like, because I
and
keep
it's
going
still
like,
nice every day.
this is, I know, but like when it's bad, I'm like, this is the worst. I went to Mexico last year because I was so mad at the rain. I was like, I'm not doing this for a fucking this is bullshit. And so and it's still great.
It's still fine.
Yeah.
Do you know what state has the most days of consecutive sunshine in the United States? They call Florida the Sunshine State, but it's not.
But it's wrong. Arizona?
You're close, though.
New Mexico.
Still close.
Texas?
Like further away.
From us?
Further away from Texas.
Think, Neil.
Think, Neil.
Think. Don't be an idiot. I don't know.
Colorado.
Damn it.
Most consecutive days of sun. Yes, it's true. What does it say? Arizona. No. No way. Colorado has the sun most consecutive days. Even if it's cloudy in the morning, it's sunny in the afternoon.
Here come the caveats.
I'm
he
telling
wasn't
you.
giving times a day the first time.
I'm telling you, it's the most consecutive days of sunshine, it says.
I'm just telling you the stats I'm reading.
What does it say?
Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, Texas, California, Colorado.
No way.
No, this can't be right. It's a lot of snow and precipitation there, buddy.
Yeah, but the sun is always out. Even when it's snowing, the sun is out.
This is where we find out
I'm telling you, I read this shit somewhere and I was like, this is incredible.
I don't know what to tell you.
You know what it was? It was fake news.
Yep. Impossible not to verify.
We'll cut all those stats.
Anyhow.
We'll cut every single one of those stats.
Yeah.
So, by the way, are you proud? Are you proud of this Netflix special?
Yeah, I am proud of it. I mean, now having said that, I've heard people say that. I mean, when people in showbiz say like, "I'm really proud of it," it's like you're a fucking narcissist. You're proud.
No, but you should be proud.
I'm proud of it in that it's the
best special you've
most
done. Is that what you're
potent
saying?
jokes. There's no emotions. You're welcome, and it's just the best I've ever been at stand up. With probably the best jokes I've ever had, I think. But I also have heard people talk about their specials, and they say it's their best work. I'm like, it's not even close to your best work. So
yeah, but you know your best. If you like it the most, then it's true to you.
Yeah.
If you say this is better than the other stuff that I put out before, I know.
I was doing something to the crowd that I'd never been able to do before, which was a level of. It wasn't for the whole show, but there was a point in the show where I would be killing so hard. It seemed dangerous. Like a little dangerous. It seemed like
somebody died?
No, but it's like a little like the energy. Burr does it almost his whole act.
Yeah.
Like there are certain people that can do it. When certain people do crowd work, it's like the pitch of the laugh is so high that it seems like the room is on fire.
Yeah.
There were a couple moments that were like outstanding like that. So,
do you have a new hour already?
No, I have 25 minutes, and I'm not. If you want to know when I'm going on tour, go on nealbrennan.com and put your name down, and I'll let you know because I'm not going to rush it.
Are you going to go do clubs again or theaters only?
I probably do. They always want you to do clubs up front.
I'm working out clubs right now.
Yeah, and do you like it?
Yeah, I mean, it takes you back. I mean, it's like
to 3 years ago.
Yeah, no, I mean it takes you back to like doing multiple sets a night. That is
Yeah.
tough.
Well, you just feel like Krusty the Clown or something. The second show where you're like, did I do that already?
The second, yeah, I feel the second set always feels like you're just trying. You wish you could tell them you're just trying to improve on what you did before they got there. You're like, I already did this. I'm just trying to. I'm letting you know. I'm just trying to.
Yeah, we're gonna try some new lines.
I'm
here
just
and
trying
there.
to.
So
I'm just trying to put a sheen on the turd. It's fun. It's good. It's just difficult. It's wild doing it.
well, that's why. The great thing about comedy is it's so hard,
Yeah, it's so fucking.
and
hard.
it does not care
Uh-uh.
that the last one you had a swirling energy.
No, it doesn't.
It
matter.
doesn't care. It doesn't even care that the last time you did the joke at Crush.
I know.
It doesn't matter. You fuck up a word, it's over.
That's yeah. Meanwhile, if a musician misses an entire,
They love it.
yeah, they
Jazz,
They think
baby.
that's so fun.
It's so cool.
And you'll hear musicians go, "Yeah, I fucked up that whole piece."
Yeah. Woo!
Nobody knew.
Yeah. Or
No-
they woo it.
Oh, they woo it. Yeah, or they cheer it on.
Yeah. So I'll go out when I have enough material because
When
I
you're
don't
ready.
want to. I'm not good enough to charisma shit through.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. They jokes either work or they don't.
That's how you approach it whenever you do stand up at the store. It is funny. You'll look down at your notes and go, "That one's gonna go. That one is definitely gonna go."
Yep.
If
Sorry.
it doesn't do good,
She didn't make it, buddy. It's I was just saying, it's like in a war movie where they go, look to your right, look to your left. Some of you ain't going home. That's how the jokes
That's
are.
how the jokes
yeah,
are.
it's like some of you ain't gonna, you're
None of you
not gonna
boys
be able
ain't
to
gonna
kiss your
make
mammy goodnight ever again. It's over.
You
so,
still physically pen, by the way.
pen? Yeah.
You're still like one of a very small amount of people that physically still pen it
Well, I
down.
type. Then
But
once
you'll pen it, then you'll type it, right? Or you
no,
only type?
in an app, type it, and then if I'm doing the store, I'll just put it on an index card. That I'll pen.
That you'll pen down after.
Yeah, one of my classic pens.
Do you keep all your books like a lunatic?
I keep my gratitude journal.
Is that it right there?
This is the last week.
Let me see.
Go ahead.
Can I keep this?
Sure.
Yeah, chat. Concert, liberal,
Mm-hmm.
DraftKings in Israel.
Yep.
That's got to be good.
It's just who do you guys got? I went on DraftKings.
Yeah.
It won't last.
Does it? What's the over under on Hamas?
Well, I got Israel straight up, and I got Ukraine plus the aid.
World War II, very clear.
Well,
That's what it
Hitler.
says. Yeah.
Very
Hitler.
clear
Yeah.
that he was a maniac.
What is it? What really though?
Yeah. And what was so clear? Half a mustache.
Yeah.
Left side or right side? Middle.
Middle.
Fuck.
Did you see the video of him like bobbing his knee at the Olympics, like just juiced up on coke?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's awesome.
Meth. He was on
On
meth,
meth, yeah.
the whole time.
Texting tap back. What's
I don't like tap. It's not a good enough joke for stand up.
What's-
It would work on panel. Tap back when you're texting with somebody,
Yeah.
then they'll do a tap back, the ha, and then it'll say, Andrew wanted you to know that he that joke.
Oh.
And it's a bit like
That's what a tap back is, that thing where you put
Yeah.
an emotion
Yeah.
behind it. Yeah.
it's called a tap back, and I don't like it. It's arrogant. If we're talking, I'm not gonna say, "Hey, let Andrew know I thought that was funny." I'll just say, "Ha."
Well, what about hearting? Is hearting okay? Or thumbs
Hearting's
upping is
okay.
Because thumbs up, like when someone goes, "Hey, can you do this
Yeah.
set on the
Yes.
thumbs up?"
Don't ha me.
Right. Ha
Give
ha.
me the ha and put a G or an S in there so I know it's real.
I
can't even- I'm flipping out.
That is, but by the way, that is, so the truth of that is it's only when it's ha-ha'd. Up,
Yes.
down, yeah. Kids openly want attention.
Yep.
Yeah. The murder, I like that a
Murder.
lot.
Yeah, murder's good.
Murder, great. Porn, which you rarely talk about.
I don't like talking about. I'm one of the few comics.
What is
who-
the porn? What's the porn thing?
You haven't seen that?
Uh-uh.
Oh, it's
Well,
so
don't do it then. if
Yeah,
it's-
it's fucking. It just like kills so hard. At one point, I was like, I feel bad doing it in a club
because
for
it
the
was-
person who had to follow me. It was just so like, it's like a hour closer. You know, when you have an hour closer.
That's,
you know,
so you already have a closer on that?
for the hour. Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably.
Jesus Christ. Do you
but
do you do the work backwards thing ever where you put the closer up front? You know when guys
No,
say
because
that?
it's porn, so I don't want to be like opening with fucking dicks.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I like the idea of it.
Somebody told me Louis did that.
Yeah.
Of flipping his end to the beginning
Yeah.
and trying to work backwards.
Yeah. Again, I don't. I've heard people talk about their process, and I know they're lying.
What do you mean?
I've heard people go, "I never repeat myself on stage." I'm like,
That's fucking bullshit.
stop it.
Yeah,
So like Louis moved it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. You're great.
What do you think the average process is for most comics to write?
Struggle.
Yeah.
It should be struggle,
Yeah.
and then you whatever. It's the whole thing is how that there's one way is just incorrect. That's the thing of like Louis said. I don't know. Richard Pryor still made the best. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so and so still made the best special.
Do you think Richard ever wrote shit down? Ever?
He had hunks. Did I ever tell you George Wallace said he would come to the store and do an hour, and it was the worst hour you've ever seen. Like he should quit. And then he'd come again the next week and to do the hour, and it would be worse. And he's like, and it was for months. It was unbearable.
And then
it would just turn a corner.
that's amazing.
But he just would bomb all the time.
But I mean, we see guys of high status do that a lot.
Not really.
There's a couple of guys.
That just go on and bomb?
Yeah, there's a couple of guys.
Huh.
There's a couple of guys that I know that'll just go iron out a bunch of bullshit.
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
I see that.
Yeah, but not for an hour and really eat shit. I'm not saying it's bad comedy that's doing well. I'm saying, or it was told to me, it was bad and it
bombed.
sucked.
Wow.
And the crowd didn't like it.
Take that note, young comics. You can be bad and suck for an hour.
Well, if you're Richard Pryor, but
If you're out there and you're Richard Pryor.
right. But this idea of like so and so does it this way, that's good for them.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying they should repeat it. It's just interesting the way that people have their process.
Yeah,
Like I have bad handwriting, so I can't write stuff down.
sure.
It's embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing.
Because you spin out about how bad your handwriting is, you can't even do stand.
Well, I'm just like,
I should leave
because I'm trying to get the note out. So I'm like, God, this is a waste of our time. Like I have such bad handwriting that I can't get it out fast enough that I'm thinking it and saying it. So I'm like, I'll just voice dictate.
I don't understand why more people don't write more. I still don't understand that.
You mean physically write?
No, just the job is
Writing.
writing.
Well, it's complacency. It's fear of new shit. New shit's
Right.
fucking such fear based. It's like, what a scary thing to have to fucking
Yeah.
try new shit because you think it maybe devalues all the good stuff that works, which of course it doesn't. But your fear is like a new joke.
They won't remember. I did
yeah, it won't
40
matter.
minutes last night in Santa Monica on my show that I do every week, and I have for 13 years.
The new
Santa
jokes,
Monica,
new
yeah,
material.
in the alley at the West Side Comedy Theater, and like the first 15 are good, and then there's a dip of 10, and the last 15 are good. And then I have 25 probably.
And they won't know or care.
No, and I said like, yeah, we're in the dip now.
We're in the
We're in
dip.
the middle passage.
Kids, we're in the dip. We're in the
Yeah,
check
it's-
drop.
Yeah, exactly. Like these are premises. I put them in the middle because I'll get you back.
I'll earn it to you at the end.
Yeah, I'll get you back. What did you pay? $20? That's fine.
Yeah, shut up. What'd you pay? $20?
Yeah. What do you give? Last week I joke worked so good. I go, give me $5. Give me an extra $5. That joke was so good.
Give me $5.
Yeah, $5. So what's your goal?
We're here. We're here.
You're alive.
No, I'm just doing it. We're doing it.
How's it going? Oh, you're living your goal. You're
Yeah.
living your dream.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm in it. It's great. I hope I get to keep doing it.
Yeah.
And if I don't, I do know you have an extra bedroom.
That is the thing where I think when people say, is Ellen nice or is when they want it's like because they're so clearly they're living people's dreams.
Yeah.
So they want to believe that like it works. They want to believe that like you can get so successful that you're nice all the time. But it's no one. Gandhi was a racist. Martin Luther King cheated on his wife. Can't be done, guys.
Gandhi was a racist?
Yeah. Look
I
up
like him so much
Gandhi.
more now.
Even more relatable.
Right.
Um,
He's like these fucking It's so funny hearing Gandhi go off. Who was he racist against?
Guess. South Africans.
Got it.
Black South Africans.
Yeah.
Most notably.
Yeah.
But yeah, so people want you to be. They also just raise the standard of like it's like DiCaprio. I remember DiCaprio. Titanic comes out. He's getting all the girls and like I heard he's gay. You just start a new thing. Like
Yeah.
I have a category he lost in. Heterosexuality. I was like, no, he's doing great.
Yeah, things are
He's
good.
very talented. Seems like a decent person. Sorry.
Sorry.
I want him to lose somehow. I want whoever to
Yeah.
be.
Well, it's easier. It's more interesting.
No, easier. I think is correct.
Easier.
I think
Yeah,
it's easier to deal with. It's easier to deal with if you think that whatever. If there's Ellen's not nice, it's like what? Okay. It's the joke I've been doing is like holding Dave to a standard and Joe to a standard and Ellen to a standard. It's like going, like, this Snickers bar isn't nutritious. No shit.
Yeah.
It's a Snickers bar, you fucking idiot.
But you like it, don't you?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I want it to also be nutritious because I don't want to eat vegetables. The problem is you don't want to eat vegetables. Yeah. You don't want to watch the news. You don't want to watch the fucking NIH. So you watch Joe say whatever he says and you go, oh, this is better.
Yeah.
This is easier. I don't want to watch the news, so I'll watch fucking Seth talk about Trump or whatever. It's like, okay, I'm at fault here.
Right.
If the information is bad, I'm the problem. The problem is not the information. The problem
It's
is
me.
I don't like harsh, bitter information. I want it to be fun. Put some graphics on it. And that's everybody. Like, yeah, you can get, yeah, whatever.
Well, let me give you some love.
Okay.
The Kid once again put out a banger special. It's on Netflix. We grow closer every day. He has NBA socks on and he's never played in the league. You too can achieve these dreams if you work hard enough. Young people
And
out there.
appreciate it.
And appreciative. Very humble and grateful.
Well, no, be appreciative. If you
Be
appreciate it, I
appreciative.
believe you appreciate it, you'll get more. Because it's like, well, why would I give, we gave Santino the everything
That's why I
package.
believe in the give and to get, though. I am being more generous with time and helping out people, and that I think rewards you more. In the
Well, that
long
I
run.
won't do.
That's true.
That's actually not
Look in
true.
that camera, Mr. Brennan, and say one word or one phrase to end the episode.
Nonsense.
In here, we pour whisk, 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 whisk.
You were that creature in the ginger beard.
Sturdy and ginger.
Like vampires, the ginger gene is a curse.
Gingers are beautiful.
You owe me $5 for the whiskey and $75 for the horse.
Gingers? Oh, hell no.
This whiskey is excellent.
Ginger. I like gingers.